Welcome to this practice of sleep meditation. Everything that's offered throughout the practice is an invitation. You have choice at any moment to follow my invitation or to move with something that feels more appropriate or interesting to you. If you feel uncomfortable with anything that's offered, feel free to go back to the last invitation and wait until you wish to move with the following cues. If any of my words don't work for you, replace them with your own words. Take a moment to settle and relax into position, laying down or seated. Now, scan your body to see if there's anything else you can do to become even more comfortable. Your eyes can be open or closed. Pause to imagine an intention at this time for your Yoga Nidra practice. What might be your best intention for this time and space? Now imagine this intention as a one-sentence phrase, an affirmation created in present time. It may be something like, I am radiantly healthy, or I live my life in peace, or I accept love that comes to me. Once you have established your wish or one-sentence affirmation, state it silently to yourself now 3 times. We will come back to this wish or intention towards the end of the practice. As you pause here, take a moment to recall or imagine a place where you felt a sense of calm and ease or safety. It might be a room in your home or a place in nature. It might be with someone you love or a special animal, real or imagined. You can imagine anything in your sanctuary that contributes to a sense of ease and well-being. As you imagine yourself here, notice how you feel. Perhaps a sense of soothing or calm or healing. Now take some time to feel the effects of your inner sanctuary. With continued practice, you can come back to your sanctuary of inner calm anytime through this practice. You might like to bring the feeling of this with you in the practice now. Becoming aware of sensations in your whole body. Feel the contact points of your body on the ground. The contact points with the fabrics that touch the skin. The contact points of the air to the exposed skin. Bring your attention to your breath. If it feels right, begin to gradually slow your breath down. Practice breathing for 5 seconds for an inhale and 5 seconds for the breathing exhale. Continue to move this way as we practice. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. The rate or speed of your count of 5 seconds might vary to suit you in this moment. Also, this 5-second count may drop off eventually, and you could decide if you pick it back up or continue with the natural rhythm of breathing. As you continue to imagine the 5 seconds in and the 5 seconds out, bring your awareness to your legs. Imagine what would it feel like if your legs were so heavy and warm like sandbag legs. Heavy and warm sandbag legs melding down to the ground. Bringing your attention now to your arms. And imagine what would it feel like if your arms were so heavy and warm, like sandbag arms, heavy and warm, melding down to the ground. Now imagine the feeling in the torso if the torso were so heavy. The torso is heavy like a sandbag torso, heavy and warm, melding down to the ground. And your head. What would it feel like if your head were so heavy and warm, melding down to the ground? Feeling the whole body, heavy and down and warm, melding to the ground. Now we will move through body parts to pay attention to each part, land on each body part mentioned, holding it lightly. Move easily to the next part mentioned. If you drop off from my words, no worry, just pick up where we land next. Bring your awareness now to the center of the right palm, the right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, the right side ribs, the right side waist, the right side of your hip, the leg bone, knee, shin, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, top of the foot, the center of your left palm, the thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, the left side ribs, the left side waist, the left side of the hip, leg bone, knee, shin, ankle, heel, sole of the left foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fifth toe, top of the left foot, the right heel, the left heel, back of the right calf, back of the left calf, back of the right knee, back of the left knee, back of the right thigh, back of the left thigh, the back of the pelvis, lower back, middle back, upper back, both shoulder blades, the back of the neck, the back of the head, the top of the head, the forehead, both eyebrows, inner corner of the right eye, outer corner of the right eye, the eyelashes, inner corner of the left eye, outer corner of the left eye, the eyelashes, the nose, both cheekbones, upper lip, lower lip, where the lips meet, the jaw, both ears, front of the throat, upper chest, lower chest, upper belly, lower belly, the groin, both legs, both arms, the torso, the head, the whole body as one, the whole body as one, now becoming aware of sensations of heaviness in the body, feeling heavy, and notice where you feel heavy. Feeling heaviness down to the ground. When you inhale and then exhale, the body moves down more heavy to the ground. Now, feel sensations of lightness in the body. Feeling light and buoyant. Notice where you feel light or buoyant in the body. Feeling light. Move now with inhalation, the body is light. Exhale, the body is down and heavy. Inhale, the body is light. Exhale, the body is heavy. Inhale, the body is light. Exhale, the body is heavy. Now move between both simultaneously, feeling heavy and light. widening the scope of your lens to see or feel both at once, or merge them in the center. Before proceeding deeper into the practice, take a moment to notice the felt sense of your sanctuary of inner peace. Feel it still present in the background. Picture and feel yourself in your sanctuary of inner peace and well-being now. Feel yourself being nourished by this feeling. Now, choose one set of opposite emotions that you would like to explore. Perhaps content and discontent. When we work with opposites of emotions, we help to create integration and wholeness and build inner resilience. Feel the first emotion by recalling a time when you felt it and any accompanying images or memories to evoke the emotion. Picture and feel this emotion. Notice where you feel it and what it feels like. When you're ready, feel the opposite of this emotion. Using your imagination or memory and images if it's helpful. Picture this emotion. Notice where you feel it and what it feels like. Now go back and forth a few times between one and then the other. Notice what you feel when you identify with one emotion and what you feel like with the other. When you're ready, feel both opposites at once, feeling your way widening the aperture of your awareness to feel both of these opposites at once. Becoming aware of any thoughts that are present or the absence of thought. If you notice thoughts, you might also notice that they will dissolve and disappear if you don't engage with them. Let them just come and go. And then feel and enjoy the absence of thought. When your next thought arises, as soon as you sense it, it may dissolve again. Now, think of a thought or a belief that you would like to work with. Perhaps one that gets a lot of airtime and creates some degree of suffering for you. Perhaps a thought like, I never have enough time. And its opposite might be, sometimes I do have enough time. You choose what thought or belief to work with, and its opposite. When you're ready, recall a time when you had that thought that brings some degree of suffering to you. When you believed or identified with it, such as, I never have enough time. And notice how you feel as you recall the time that you took this to be true. And where you feel it in your body. Go back and forth a few times between these opposites, noticing what you feel as you identify with one, and then when you identify with the other. Now feel both opposites at once. Feel your way by opening or widening the lens of feeling awareness. Notice how you feel when you open to both at once. You might feel the opposites dissolve or open into a sense of neutrality, expansion, or wholeness. What do you feel with both at once? You might be aware of a deepening sense of inner peace or calm, a sense of openness or expansion. Let your attention rest here for a while. Experiencing yourself as peaceful, open, expansive. This is deeply soothing and nourishing for your body, mind, and soul. You might also notice the inner peace or calm that may have been in the background of this practice since the beginning. Relaxed, peaceful, calm. As you continue to feel this inner peace, it may blossom into a subtle sense of joy or happiness. It is not a problem if it doesn't. Alternately, take a moment to recall a time of joy or happiness in your life, using memory or imagination to evoke a feeling of joy or happiness. This may eventually blossom into a feeling of subtle bliss. Now, allow your intention or wish for this practice to bubble back up into your awareness. From this place of physical and mental relaxation, imagine and feel it as true now. Take a moment to imagine your life with it as true. How does it change the way you live your life? What behavior changes do you notice? How does it affect the way you relate to yourself and others? What else do you notice as you imagine your life with the wish already true? And most importantly, how do you feel with this wish as already true? Now, as we move toward completion, feel your body resting here in this room. Still aware of your wish as true. You might like to set an intention to take this feeling with you into the balance of your day, along with the sense of inner peace that may have pervaded the practice. Feeling the sense of where you are in space, with your eyes closed, feeling the parameters of the room. Notice where the floor is, how high the ceiling is, the distance to the walls. Feel the space of the room and bring your awareness closer to your body. Gradually lengthen breaths. Invite movements in the fingers and the toes. Find your unique way to laying on your side and eventually come up to sit. Taking the practice with you into your life. Namaste.